Welcome back to my channel. I am your favorite mother of three, Bougie Vintage, and today's video is a chit chat get ready with me. Let's get right on into it. I feel like I haven't filmed one of these in forever, so we're probably going to be playing a lot of catch up today. A lot of you have obviously asked me about what I thought about Will Smith smacking Chris Rock. Sometimes a slap is warranted, you know. Sometimes people deserve to get slapped. Other times it's completely unnecessary. In this case, it seemed a little extreme, but at the same time, getting dragged out. Like, like unnecessarily dragged out. I think the media blew it up into way bigger than it needed to be, obviously. The people on, especially Twitter, were not going to rest. Because obviously Will Smith got like a 10-year ban from the Oscars, like boo-hoo. Oscars are boring. 10-year ban from the Oscars, but there are so many other people in Hollywood like Harvey Weinstein and freaking Woody Allen and people of that nature. All those people, they didn't get their Oscar revoked. They didn't get no 10-year ban. You know, they didn't get the same treatment. And Will Smith's punishment is definitely a little extreme. All the actors and stuff that came out after the fact saying they're traumatized. You're doing too much. Like, how did somebody slapping somebody else traumatize you? Please make it make sense. Like, especially Amy Schumer. Like, girl, I'm traumatized every time I see that damn tampon commercial. I don't want to see that. You don't see me complaining about it. But yeah, with the Will Smith thing, it's pretty obvious that it was a night that emotions were running high. He was getting his first Oscar. I can't believe his first Oscar was tainted with this moment. This Oscar that he has fought so hard for that they actually didn't even want to give to him. You know, that's why him and Jada had boycotted the Oscars in the past. So he finally gets an Oscar and now they're banning him for 10 years. And it's like, Black people in Hollywood do not get the same treatment that the Caucasians get. Obviously, that's not just Hollywood, that's the way the world works in general. And it's a damn shame, but I really don't feel like Will Smith needs that validation from the Oscars. We all know he's a phenomenal actor, but one thing I thought was interesting, and I didn't check to see if there were any up, but I presumed that there would be videos on YouTube saying, like, conspiracy theory videos, basically saying like this was a humiliation ritual for Will Smith for him to get to his next level of fame. Same with Chris Rock, because Chris Rock's sales did go up, and it seems as though there's lots of deals on the table for Will Smith as well. So I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but you know, what if this whole situation was intended for this purpose? I didn't believe that it was an act because I've watched a lot of Will Smith movies. He's never been more believable than in that moment, and that's what made me believe that it was not planned. One thing I will say is that I salute Chris Rock for not pressing charges. Even though he was obviously embarrassed by the situation. I salute him for not pressing charges because we already know how the system is, especially towards Black men. And I knew he wouldn't. It just, you know, he, as a famous Black man, in that situation in particular, I don't think that he would have ever even considered pressing charges against Will Smith, even though the situation was super duper girl, uncalled for. Whether Chris Rock knew about Jada's alopecia or not was really beyond the point. It more had to do with the fact that this was not the first time that Chris Rock has insulted Jada on the Oscar stage. I think Will Smith overreacted. This was not a self-defense situation, so it's hard to justify the slap regardless of the fact that Jada has publicly stated her issues with the alopecia. That being said, one thing we know about celebrities, a lot of celebrities are not actually on their own social medias. I recently cut off my hair. I'm growing it back now, but I've never felt more beautiful than when I first shaved my head down, and it was giving G.I. Jane. So to me, the joke was how I felt when I first cut my hair off, so I didn't see a big deal, but I don't have alopecia. I did, however, at one point have postpartum shedding with my first pregnancy, and that was hard to deal with because, you know, as women, we do love our hair, and even some men, they love their hair. And so when you start to lose your hair against your own will, it's tough because naturally we are attached to our hair. But I think the situation was blown out of proportion in every aspect. I don't think that Will Smith should have been reprimanded the way that he has been. I think that part of it has been completely unnecessary. I'm gonna Sandra Deluxe this today. But yeah, all the celebrities that spoke out against Will Smith, I just felt like they needed to be minding their business. It was just unnecessary. A lot of the stuff they were saying was so ridiculous, and it was like, why are you guys getting involved and making it bigger than it was? But that will definitely go down as the most memorable Oscar moment in history. I think the only other moment from the Oscars more memorable than that is when Halle Berry won. Now, one thing I saw after the slap happened was an article that was saying, like, Jada basically was saying, like, Will Smith overreacted and he shouldn't have done that. But I don't know if it's a real article, if she really said that, or if somebody's being messy. But if she did do that, this just goes to show how she is problematic. Because that's her man, and, you know, she should be sticking beside him. Like, chastise him in the house. Do not chastise him publicly when y'all already have your business out on Front Street. Like, no. Stick by your man, lady, okay? Anyhow, let's move right on along. Blac Chyna, what tiger pum pum? In other news, the one and only Blac Chyna is currently in court with Kim Kardashian and the Kardashian Jenner clan. She is suing them for millions of dollars for getting her hit #1 show canceled, Rob and Chyna. And I just saw an article today that said that apparently, allegedly, Kris Jenner had referred to Blac Chyna as stupid and ghetto. Ma'am, if we're gonna call somebody stupid and ghetto, first of all, automatically when a white person, Caucasian person, refers to a black person as ghetto, automatically it's screaming racist. Automatically. And that's what happens when we have people that have black man fetish and mixed children fetish. That's what happens. Her referring to, if she did indeed use those terms, stupid and ghetto, it's very much telling of who Kris Jenner actually is. If we're gonna really call anybody stupid and ghetto, I'm sorry, but it would have to be Khloe Kardashian. She is a baby mother to a man that had a baby on her and multiple cheating scandals. So that's very ghetto, okay? And very stupid. So if anybody is stupid and ghetto, honey, it's not Blac Chyna. And so for the fact that Kris Jenner allegedly said this, in the article said, in unearthed conversations between E! Network and Kris Jenner. That's what the article said. It's very, 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 very telling, because a lot of these people, they look like advocates, but they're not. The Kardashians and Jenners have stolen so much from black culture. For Kris Jenner to sit there and call Blac Chyna ghetto, they got their whole entire steez from Blac Chyna. Kim and Blac Chyna were besties for years, but they were just plotting on Tyga. They were just plotting on Blac Chyna. Kim could never be her friend and have her little sister steal her man. The pedophilia there was real. And Kris was allowing that between Tyga and Kylie. So If the article is true or not, it wouldn't. If the article is true, it would not surprise me that she used that terminology, because the Karens, they hide amongst the culture. Don't forget that I told you that. I really don't know who I think is gonna win in this case, but I would love to see Blac Chyna win. If Blac Chyna wins, it's a win for every black girl everywhere, okay? And I would love to see it. I really would. I really would. I feel like it's reparations for all the boyfriends they've stolen. Chloe has stolen Trina's man. Kim done stole Amber Rose's man. Kylie stole, what's that man name? And matter of fact, Chloe stole James Harden, French Montana. Who else? Tristan Thompson. Girl, if Blac Chyna wins, it's reparations, period. You really can't get your man stole. Like, it's not a thing. But it's hard to tell how the judge will rule in this case. The fact that it even went to trial, to me, that's a good sign for Blac Chyna. The fact that they reviewed it and looked at the evidence and decided that there was enough there for a trial. That's major. She could come out a winner in the end of all of this. I think I recall watching Rob and Chyna's show, but like, I've never been super into that side of reality TV. So the Kardashians, I've never really been an avid Kardashian watcher. Maybe in the earlier seasons, like if I would catch it, but like it wasn't a show that I had my PVR recording. It was just a show, like if there was nothing else on and I happened to flip to E and it was on, then I would sit and watch it. When Chloe looked like Chloe. And that's when she was my favorite Kardashian. And then that all like went downhill. The next thing I wanted to talk about is Future. I just have to say, narcissists need to fall off the face of the earth, okay? Future is gonna sit there and say that the women that he has dealt with have been toxic to him. Not my sweet Sierra child. No. All the women that he's mistreated with his Scorpio self, he's gonna sit there and say that they traumatized him. A narcissist never takes accountability. The last time I checked, it was him that had 11 babies all over the damn place. Between him and freaking Nick Cannon, they need to be stopped. They absolutely need to be stopped. But I could not believe that this man is gonna sit there and say that the women were toxic to him. I can't. I actually genuinely hate narcissists. I really do. A man that lacks accountability, to me, is so unattractive. Because, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, where did you come from? Anybody, not even a man, anybody that lacks accountability is super duper unattractive to me. Like, anybody that plays victim, that is always seeking to blame the other party, when they know they're wrong, is unattractive. Because, like, for me, like, if you watch any of my story times, you'll always hear me say, like, what I could have done differently in a situation, or, like, I'll say, like, what was my fault. Or sometimes it's really a story where somebody just took advantage of my niceness, you know? But if there is a story where I know that I'm wrong and I'm teaching a lesson by telling the story, like my taxi ditching story, I will take accountability and say, you know, it's wrong of me to do. Or that it's something I did when I was young and I do not encourage that behavior, blah, blah, blah. Like something along those lines. I'm never too prideful to apologize if I know I'm wrong. You know what I mean? So when I see that people can't do that, like Future, I'm like, please go somewhere with that foolishness. You are too damn grown. Too damn grown. When he has publicly been problematic. In other news, I have to say that I am low-key. And when I say low-key, I mean in the lowest of keys. Okay? Low-key. So low-key, it's a whisper. Drake is so damn fine with these braids. And if you didn't hear what I just said, That's too bad. But my God, I did not think that I would ever feel the way I feel about that man. Like, honey, take me on a date. Hey, baby, take me out to dinner, okay? Like, he is looking so damn good. Like, what? No. Not Canadian Poppy. What is going on? I have never been more attracted to him. Drake is bringing light-skinned niggas back. Not even just light-skinned niggas. He's bringing light-skinned niggas with braids back, okay? Move over, Jim Jones. As long as Drake doesn't take a brush and start brushing his braids after he gets them done, we good. I think I might just add Drake to my vision board, okay? I'm gonna add Drake to my vision board, and somehow, someday, we'll be together. Oh my gosh. The other day, some random Twitter account accused AP Rocky of cheating on the Rihanna, the pregnant Rihanna, okay? A random Twitter account accused AP Rocky of cheating with the designer that used to design shoes for Fenty. And Amina actually has her own line of shoes that I absolutely love. She has shoes and bags, and they're so cute. And low-key, I'm always putting them in my cart and then never buying them because I ain't got nowhere to go. But that's neither here nor there. Some random account accused them of having an affair one day after Rihanna's Vogue shoot, which, oh God, I gotta go to Walmart. One day after Rihanna's Vogue shoot was made public. And I was like, if y'all don't leave that pregnant lady alone, because it wasn't E! News, it wasn't TMZ, it wasn't a reputable source. So when I saw the rumors start, I was like, only this one publication that I've never seen or heard of has posted this. Like, what is this? Leave pregnant people alone, okay? That's not cool. Even if it was true, why would you post that? You know? She's at the tail end of her pregnancy. Pregnancy is so hard as it is. You do not need no added stress or making that woman, like, that person had no way to verify the information, or if they just made it up. And it really reminded me of the time that somebody pretended to be Travis Scott cheating on Kylie Jenner as a freaking social experiment. And it was so problematic at that time. And it really just reminded me of that situation, because it's like, celebrities are real people. And people like to play with their lives and make up stuff about them and just run with it. And it gets, I couldn't believe how it spread, because I first saw it on Twitter. And then all of a sudden it started popping up on Instagram. And I was like, just stop. I literally tweeted, leave that pregnant lady alone. Leave that pregnant lady alone, because what are you doing? And of course, the rumor then was addressed the following day, and they said it was false. And then we saw pictures of Rihanna and ASAP in Barbados together. But like, she looks so, the more recent pictures, she looks more sad, but she could be just at the end. Like, when you get to the end of your pregnancy, you're like over it, okay? So it could just be that, why she looks that way, but probably the stress of people, you know, making rumors about her fiance, well, boyfriend, whatever he is. People spreading false information about them. Like, it's so hurtful. I couldn't believe that somebody, well, I could believe, but like, I really feel like people need to stop playing with celebrities' lives. And then today, we see AP Rocky is arrested for some gun charges. Like, what is happening? What in the world is happening? A shooting, actually. ASAP, what is happening? And they said he's lawyered up, that he was detained. And it's like, whoa, Rihanna's pregnancy is looking very stressful at the end of it. They should have just stayed their little butts in Barbados, child. Should have never came back until after the baby was born, because this is too much. Like, what the hell? The story is actually crazy. The victim that was shot actually places AP Rocky at the scene as the shooter, which is beyond crazy to me. Like, why would AP Rocky in 2021, last November, this is a few months ago, why would he be shooting anybody? Like, is it a case of mistaken identity? Like, this is such a weird story. I don't know. Is the person secretly in love with Rihanna and like making this up. Like, it's so weird that he was randomly arrested at LAX today. The devil is working hard, girl. Oh my gosh. There's so many things going on in the world. Probably in your personal lives. I don't know, in mine, there's definitely like, what? Us earthlings can't catch a break. I am ready to go to Mars. You know, something I never really understood is why is it that abusers in hip-hop always get a pass? When we look at Fabulous, who has a track record of beating on his longtime girlfriend, Emily B. Why are rappers like that still supported? Like, widely supported. We can't take away from, like, his talent. Obviously, we could never do that. I think Fabulous is a great rapper, but, and he has longevity in the rap game. Why does he get so much love amongst his peers, amongst, you know, the people that say that they don't agree with domestic abuse or, you know, men hitting women? Why does Fabulous still have so much support? Nobody is out here canceling Fabulous, but Will Smith slapped Chris Rock and all hell's breaking loose and they be trying to cancel him. Like, I don't get it. Is he, like, not as relevant as I think he is? Like, I just don't understand. The other side of it too is Emily, even after getting her teeth knocked out, she still decided to stay with him. But what people don't realize is, like, with abuse, especially because hers was physical, there's probably also a lot of mental and emotional abuse there as well. And so they say it takes a woman 7 times before she actually is successful in leaving her abuser. And so I think they actually are broken up right now, but I really wonder why rappers still, you know, support him. Is it a thing where people just mind their business? Like, that's just nobody's business. That's their business and, you know, has nothing to do with anybody else? Or are people turning a blind eye because Emily has stayed with him, like, over the years, even after getting her teeth knocked out? Like, people literally make fun of the fact that she got her teeth knocked out because she stayed with him after the fact, even with video of him threatening her father and approaching them with, I don't remember if it was not a knife or scissors. But why do people still show Fabulous so much love? Not me serving Green Giant. Yeah, what was I gonna say? I don't remember. Have you guys been watching Bad Boys Club? Or Bad Boys LA, sorry. Lord have mercy. Shout out to Jalen. Because Jalen hooked me up with his Zeus login information and password so that I could watch the show unprovoked. Like, literally randomly texted me one day and told me that I can use his Zeus network login. And so I started watching Bad Boys LA. And I have had a lot going on these last few weeks, so I have catching up to do, but I'm definitely into the show. I like it. Different than any other reality show that we've seen because it's all men, and we've always kind of wondered what would happen if there was a boy version to Bad Girls Club. So it's kind of cool to see that manifest. I think it's cool that Natalie did that. I was super duper disappointed when I realized that Andrew Caldwell, the national treasure that he is, was not going to be on the full season because they promoted it so much and, like, showed that he was going to be on it, and I was highly disappointed when he decided to not continue on. This look is reminding me of that Kim Kardashian look I did years ago. It was like a Kim Kardashian red carpet look. Oh my god. I actually do like the show. I want to be a fly on the wall in Kirk Franklin's house. I really do, to like see what he's been saying since his son is on the show, and they are obviously been at odds. So I think it would be interesting to be a fly on the wall at Kirk Franklin's house. But I like his son. I like his personality on the show, and I like that, you know, he does what he wants to do. There's one guy on the show that's definitely giving down low. He's definitely giving highly closeted. So as far as I'm concerned, there is really only one straight man in that house, and even his sexuality is questionable. So I think a better approach to the show would have been half of the house was straight and the other half gay. Not to pin them against each other, but just for variety purposes. Because it's majority just gay guys in the house. Maybe straight guys didn't want to sign up for the show. I don't know. But I feel like the show doesn't have the greatest like premise. I feel like the show is missing something, but then I'm only 2.5 episodes in, so maybe I should shut my mouth. Other than that, oh my god, I'm like obsessed with this makeup look today. Jesus. Other than that, I'm digging the show. I'm gonna try to catch up tonight because I was gonna review it, but then I got busy out of nowhere. So I decided to not review it. Let me know if you guys are watching and if you guys like it and who you guys like on the show. I love Rel and I love Gutta Baby. Gutta Bitch, sorry, not Gutta Baby. Who I actually didn't like her. I didn't like him like too much episode 1, but Gutta Bitch definitely grew on me. I think he's hilarious. But the other shows that I'm currently watching are Married at First Sight, of course. So really quickly, I'm going to give you guys the quickest breakdown that I can of Married at First Sight because today is, I think, decision day. So let's do that. And happy 420. Ah! Peep the earrings. I live. Anyway, the first couple that I want to talk about is Alyssa and Chris. This woman made me so mad the whole entire season. The whole entire season. I was so freaking mad. Well, they weren't even on it for the whole season. But like from the time that she got married to him, they were going on their honeymoon. I was sick of her, okay? You know the TikTok that's like, prepared to be sick of me, okay? That's how I felt about her. I was very sick of her. Her attitude was so bad from the very beginning. If you know you're superficial, please do not sign up for this show and waste the people damn time. Like, she knew that she was superficial. She knew that she had a certain vision of what her man's supposed to look like. And she knew that she was BS crazy. She still signed up for the show and still wasted everybody's time. Her attitude was so bad the entire time. And she knew how she was going to look on TV. So she kept saying like, I'm a good person. I'm a good person. And like, girl, no, you're not. Girl, please stop. Just stop it. So she was super duper annoying, and I felt really bad for Chris because I feel like they should bring him back next season and give him a fair shot at love. I felt the same way about Gil from last season because Mirla did Gil so dirty. Mirla, dirty. Okay, Gil was everything and then some. You know, I knew he didn't, like, his fashion sense wasn't the greatest, but like he was so into Mirla, and Gil deserved somebody way better, okay? Gil, call me, okay? I freaking love Gil. But this season, I felt really bad for Chris right out the gate, and they definitely need to bring him back for next season. The next couple that I thought I was gonna love the way that I love Woody and Amani was Jasmina and Michael. I thought that Jasmina was so hilarious from the very first time that she was on the TV screen. I was like, she is my kind of girl. But as the episodes went on, I kind of realized that I don't think that come decision day, they're going to say yes, which kind of sucks because I think they have the potential to be a great couple, but I just don't think that she's all the way attracted to Michael, and I don't think that their personalities are meshing well together right now. But they have so much potential if they were both willing to kind of put the work in. They both signed up for this show, so if you sign up for a show like this, I feel like you need to be willing to put the work in, you know? And if you're not, then it's definitely not the show for you. Married at First Sight is not a show that I personally would sign up for because I know there's a bit of superficiality buried inside of me. And I'm not the type of person that can not be attracted to my partner. So it's not a show that I would sign up for. Same with like Love is Blind, like talking to somebody and falling in love with them without seeing them. If I did that and then I saw them and there was just like zero attraction there, it would never work. I don't know why people are playing with themselves. Like, you literally have to be like, I ain't got no type if you're gonna go on a show like this. Just saying. I like Michael and I like Jasmina as individuals. I think they make great friends, but I don't think that they're going to make it past decision day. I could be wrong, but that's just how I feel. Katina and Olajuwon. Girl, I love Katina. I feel like she's so cool. She's my kind of gal. I would hang out with her like every day of the week. I love all her little outfits. She looks good on camera. The wig, we could work on that, okay? But I have my bad wig days too, so I ain't gonna say nothing about another lady wig, okay? This one could be looking crazy on camera right now. I don't know, because I don't have my glasses on. But that's neither here nor there. Katina and Olajuwon. Olajuwon is problematic. This is the first black woman he's dated. Red flag. Also, he is a Taurus. I would never recommend dating a Taurus man. I am sorry. As a Taurus myself, Taurus season has begun, by the way. I am having a birthday in 9 days. So, you know, I'm all here for Taurus women. But I definitely have a prejudice against Taurus men. I would never personally date one. I have had a talking relationship with a Taurus man before. But, like, I couldn't get past his teeth. I know it's really bad. But Taurus men can be on the controlling side and they can also be on the abusive side. So they are definitely men that I would not recommend dating. He definitely shows a lot of red flags, I think, when he talks to Katina and the way he deals with her, and even the way he talks to Dr. Pepper on the show. You could tell that he has some superiority complex problems. He definitely, I feel like, has a little bit of misogyny sprinkled in there. I feel like he feels like women should be a certain way and do this and that, and he has these ridiculous expectations for the marriage or for his wife's role in the marriage when he's never been married before, and I don't think it's fair. I feel like they have potential as a couple, but I also don't feel like he is fully attracted to her, even though they do show a lot of affection and stuff, and like they kiss and they touch and you could tell that they have a connection, but I really don't feel like he is physically attracted to Katina because he is not into black women, and it sucks. But that's the reality of a lot of these men that date outside of their race. They don't date within their race as well, which is problematic. Like, if you're going to date outside your race, don't try to tell me it's a preference, but you only like blonde hair, blue eyed ladies. Like, to me, that's crazy. I don't know. Like, for me, it's just weird to me if you only date one type of person or people that look a certain kind of ways. Like, do you want to go into a laboratory and create your perfect person? Like, I don't get it. I don't know. I just can't understand it. So whatever. But I'm not sure if they're going to make it past decision day. I think they want to make it past decision day, but if I were Katina, I would probably say no on decision day. And that's just me from the outside looking in. So the next couple we have to discuss is Lindsay and Mark. Originally, I thought that they were going to be the couple that made it past decision day, like from the wedding, because they were so attracted to each other at the actual ceremony. But I felt immediately that Lindsay was obnoxious. She was loud and she had no filter, and it was, for me, unattractive in a way. She just seemed like she just has this one tone, and it's like that all the time. She seems like a drunk, like she's always intoxicated or something. Like she's belligerent, and so automatically I didn't really like her personality. Then there was an altercation with her and Olajuwon on the plane where she looks like a freaking Karen at that point, and so we weren't really a fan of her. But like, as far as their relationship goes, I don't think they're going to say yes on decision day. They are constantly fighting, constantly bickering. And I really thought that this was going to be the one couple that made it through after watching the first episode. But as the time has gone on, their relationship has been extremely turbulent. And I think it's better for them to say no on decision day. I feel like the last 2 seasons, the experts have not been getting the matches right. Now, the next couple I want to talk about is Noi and Steve. So they look great together. I love this show because a lot of times they match couples that have similar backgrounds. 2 Asian people together. They match 2 Black people together. They match 2 white people together. Like, I like that about the show. And then they also have couples that are interracial, but I like that they try to, you know, match Olajuwon with somebody that is Black, because he's never dated a Black person before. But that can also be very traumatic for Chyna. So it's a scary thing to deal with a Black man that's never dated a Black woman before. So I feel for Chyna in that sense. But I like that the show kind of forced Olajuwon to be married to a Black woman, to understand, because I feel like a lot of the time these Black men have prejudices against Black women because they have been poisoned to think that Black women are a certain way, and that's how they see us, and so they don't have respect for us. And so I like that he gets to see Chyna and experience Chyna on a one-on-one level, and he's never given that opportunity to another Black woman before because of his own self-hate or prejudices against Black women. So I like that the show kind of forces that to happen, but at the same time it can be problematic. But back to Noi and Steve. Originally I was like, oh, like, I thought this was another couple that would make it past decision day because the attraction was there, and on paper they look great together. But as we see, Noi has her own issues with Steve not working, even though he has savings and he is contributing. She's really having a tough time with that. But I'm not really sure why, when he claims he has a good savings. Like, he's not like making her pay for everything. It's not like that, at least not right now. So I don't know why she's making a big deal that he doesn't work, but I see where she's coming from because I have those same reservations. So I understand her position. What I don't understand is why she keeps posting subliminals on her social media, and when he addresses it, she tries to brush it off. That is what I don't like. I think she's wrong to be posting subliminals on social media, and then when he addresses it, because he's like, people are going to think you're talking about me, and she's like, well, I'm not talking about you. But then in that same sentence, she goes, but sometimes I do feel like that. I do feel that way about you. So then it's about me, you idiot. Like, and I don't think that that's fair, because he's addressed it. He said it's not okay. You know, come and talk to me, because it's like, it's not like she's talking to him and he's not fixing it and then she's posting that. She is not saying anything to him, posting that, then he addresses it and she's refusing to like take it down or whatever, and she'll do it again. Like, he addressed it the first time and it was a boundary he set, and she disrespected that boundary and crossed it again by posting something else on social media. I think it's like really childish that that's how she's behaving, because he said, that doesn't make me comfortable. We are married and you shouldn't be doing that because you're making me look bad. You're making it look like I'm not doing something to please you as my wife, you know? And so I'm on his side in that, because she is lying and kind of gaslighting him in that situation. And so I really don't like that for them. I'm not sure that they're going to make it past decision day, but I can see them both saying yes and trying to work on the relationship. But I feel like turbulence has begun. Now, everybody's going off about the Ultimatum. I started watching the Ultimatum. I have not finished it, so I can't really give you guys my full thoughts, but like, I was already annoyed by the first and second and third episode. Like, I was annoyed by the process of the show. It wasn't what I anticipated it was going to be. And I really actually did agree when April was going off on the rest of the castmates. Like, I signed up to do this process, and you guys are cheating the process by being scared that your partner is going to be coupled up with somebody else. And now all of a sudden, you want to propose to the person. I don't think that that was fair. I don't think that they should have been allowed to do that and leave the show because they were in panic mode. That wasn't cool. So I feel like that should have been in the contract. But the lawyers, whoever drafted up the contract for the show, definitely missed that loophole. And the couples basically ruined the show. Like, they should never have aired that. They should have just got a whole new cast and tried to do something else. But maybe next season that won't happen, and you have to commit to the process, because they definitely ruined the show and wasted my time. Like, I think that's why I haven't been binge watching it, because it's been disappointing thus far. It's been a stupid show. I'm sorry. Netflix, y'all need to hire me, because I got these ideas, okay? I have ideas. And I would probably, you know, would have caught that loophole so that the couples had to continue in the show and not quit and be problematic. Anyway, guys, that is it. I'm obsessed with the look. It's giving green. She's a lean, green, mean, fighting machine. I love you all so much. God bless you all, and I will definitely see you in the next one.